Hearing what you see. A friend of mine said, reading music is a piece of cake. Notes go up, they go down, and the more ink I see, the faster I go. Yes, there's a little more to it than that. Today we're going to discover that we can learn to hear what we see. From the picture, you'll see that we're using golf balls instead of notes. And in a moment, we'll find the key to identifying this mystery tune. First, here's a brief clip from a previous post called Hearing What You See. The other day, a friend of mine offered me this shelf. He said, I don't know what it's for, and I said, I don't either, but I've noticed that there are 5 holes in each shelf. It might have been a place to store golf balls. My friend Larry gave me a bunch of golf balls, and I decided to have some fun with it. Let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you sing that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about backwards? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's skip a number. 1, 3, 5. Everyone, 1, 3, 5. Backwards. 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1. Now the next ones. Can you think how they sound? 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. Backwards. 5, 2, 4, 3, 1. 5, 2, 4, 3, 1. Now, can you hear this one? Can you hear what you see? I'll give you the first one. 1, 2. All right, take a moment just to think how it sounds. We're stretching higher each time. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Again. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Starting at the bottom right, let's go backwards. 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Again. 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Now let's find out what song is represented by this picture. First of all, let's listen to a C major scale. Can you sing 8? I'll stop on 7 and you do 8. 8. Now 7, 8. 7, 8. 7, 8. Now let's look at the picture. It goes from 1 to 8. Next we have, can you hear the next one? 7. Now we have 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Can you find 6? 6. And the next one is 5. All right. What fun that is. Here's a design I'm sure you've heard before. It's a sequential pattern. 1, 3. And then 2, 4. Okay, let's start together. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6. Now backwards. 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. You could easily turn that into a catchy tune. Next, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Can you hear it? Let's sing it softly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Next. 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. Move on. 3, 4, 5, 3, 5. That sounds like a song, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. You can create your own song just by combining pitches. Decide on an order for these 4 numbers, and then improvise and see where it might lead. Here's another idea. One, three, five, eight are very important to me. I like to play by ear, I like to write songs, and I need something to anchor my thinking and hearing on. Think for a moment, if you wanted to play the national anthem, would you start on 1, 3, or 5? Listen to the shape of the melody. Shape. Now let's see what Johann Sebastian Bach did with 1, 3, 5, 8. We're in the key of G major. And here are 1, 3, 5, and 8. Bach moves from left to right. Then he drops to 2 and leaps to 7, and then 8, 1, 1. Listen again. It's interesting to see how composers can take 4 pitches and arrange them in different ways, creating unique melodies. Can you hear this pattern? It starts with 1, 3. 1, 3. Can you hear? 1, 5. 1, 8. Again. 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 8. We're going to see how this looks on the keyboard, and then we're going to move from golf balls to real notes on a staff. We've had first-hand experience recognizing intervals, looking at golf ball formations. Now we move from golf balls to real notes on the staff, starting with F. 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 8. I'm going to go back and do that again. First we go up a third. We skip from space to space. 1, 3, then down a third. Then up a fifth, down a fifth, up an octave. Okay, now we move by step. Space, line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space. Now let's go to the printed page and hear it again. Our next example is a fine melody that begins with upward leaps. The music fits the text so well. Rejoice, the Lord is King. As we revisit songs we've sung since our childhood, there are new discoveries to be made. Recently, I noticed how much this is like Bach's invention. Rejoice. There's one slight difference which you'll find as you look more closely. Now let's listen to it clothed in harmony. The chords add a richness to the song. One day I received an unusual compliment from a student. He said, sometimes you're like a square peg in a round hole. Then he went on to explain, and that's why you're valuable. Well, sometimes the sounds of a scale don't fit. They don't fit the chord. Here we have 358. 358. Add 9. 35985. Listen to it on the piano. It creates a moment of tension. A very common change of chords is to go from the 1 chord to the 6th chord. For example, C major to A minor. But what if we add a dissonance? You can create tension by taking each chord tone, for example, E, and approach it above, F, E, and G could be approached, and C. Improvisation is a source of pleasure for me. One day I recorded a short segment, and as I listened to it, I discovered that most of the movement was scale-wise, up and down by steps, and then there's an occasional leap upward, and then stepping back down. And I think those leaps in the melody are uplifting, and they provide a rich variety. I'm closing with some lines of verse that mean a lot to me and with others when I share them. For the common things we think and say, God gave us speech in the common way. For the higher thoughts we think and feel, God gave the poets thoughts to reveal. And for the hidden depths words can't reach, God gave us music, the soul's own speech. God also gave us his Son, who can fulfill the yearnings of our hearts. Jesus is my soul's glory, my joy, and my crown.